all my Ohio high school football friends and fans out there, welcome to another sports edition of the Buckeye Vinny YouTube channel sports show. They call me the face of Ohio high school football. Sit back, relax, my friends. We are only days away from kicking off Ohio high school football 2025. Let's get right into this video. Today's video will be a prediction at the end. The Cleveland Tarblooder's traveling to Massillon Paul Brown Stadium to get it on with the Tigers this Friday night, August 22nd at 7 o'clock. What a barn burner this should be. I will give my prediction. This is a prediction video at the end of this video. But for right now, let's start off first with the Cleveland Glenville Tarblooder's, coached by legendary Ted Ginn Sr. Last season, the Glenville Tarblooder's finished an impressive 11 wins, only 4 losses. This is a team that was so close of getting to the finals. They ended up losing to the Perry Pirates 13-11. But my friends, nonetheless, this was a phenomenal football team from last season. We all know that Ted Ginn Sr. won state championships in 2022 and 2023. So a lot of people thought that they were going to get back and three-peat. But unfortunately, they did not. But my friends, I'm just going to say this. This is a strong Tarblooder's football team for 2025, okay? I look at this football team, and like always, when you think of Cleveland Glenville, you think of that big, strong O-line and D-line. A lot of these players are already commit to Division I college football for next season. But nonetheless, these are a very talented group of young men for Ted Ginn Sr. When you think of the Glenville Tarblooder's, you think of their athleticism. Always known for a very good, speedy quarterback that's always a dual threat. Always known for their very good running backs and wideouts. And always known for their very good defensive, quick defensive backs. So look for the Glenville Tarblooder's to be right there in the thick of things. But my friends, check out this schedule. Now, we're talking about a Glenville Tarblooder team that is a Division IV Ohio high school ranked team, Division IV. This is a team that's opening up their first 4 games of the year in 2025. Check out this schedule. Massillon Tigers, August 22nd, Division II school. Division I, they will travel to Olentangy Liberty, who was 2024 Division I champs. Week 3, they will travel to Avon to get it on with Coach Mike Elder and the Avon Eagles, who was Division II champs from last season. And in Week 4, always tough, Coach Tom Lombardo and Division I St. Ed's Eagles. My friends, this is the first 4 games of the Cleveland Glenville Tarblooder's schedule right out of the gate. And let's not forget, in Week 8, they will travel to Akron Hoban to get it on with the Knights, who is also a tremendous Division II football school from the state of Ohio. Last season, the Knights finished an impressive 12 wins and only 3 losses. But my friends, what a schedule. First 4 games to open up 2025. Wow. And I give Ted Ginn Sr. all the credit in the world. He could come out and play his regular D4, D5 schedule and probably run through the gauntlet and go 10-0. But come playoff time, you play these 5 schools that I just mentioned, you are ready throughout the playoffs if you are the Tarblooder's and Ted Ginn Sr., without a doubt. Look for Glenville to have a very good football team in 2025. Now moving on to Coach Nate Moore and the Massillon Tigers. My friends, we are talking about Massillon last season finishing an impressive 11 wins, only 3 defeats last year. You know, this was a team that a lot of people thought was going to go back-to-back in winning the state championship. We all know they went a perfect 16-0 in 2023, and a lot of their players came back for 2024. But unfortunately, penalties in the playoff games definitely hurt them against Big Walnut. That's the reason why they did not move on. But nonetheless, okay, Massillon is a rich in tradition football program, okay? They do not rebuild, they reload every year. So look at this talent they have coming back for their first game of the year, and it's going to be an interesting one against Glenville. Quarterbacks, Mandel Patterson and Eli Moore. I think Coach Nate Moore might be platooning these two. We shall see. Splendid wide out Braylon Gamble, Deontay Malone, both coming back. Lennox Lemon, not only a very good wide receiver, but a good defensive back. He's coming back. Tight end Logan Allman. Running backs Trayon Williams, Bishop Cup, and Xavier Owens. My friends, these are splendid and very deep in the running back positions are the Massillon Tigers. Now, for me, I think Massillon is going to get it done. I think defensively, Massillon will get it done on the defense. And we all know a good defense leads to a very impressive offense. So if the defense can force turnovers and get the ball back in the hands of the offense, good things are going to happen for Massillon. Now, when you mention the defense, you have to remember All-Stater, Damari Clemens. Tremendous safety and corner. O-line, Owen Sergo, Jacob Martin, Robert Blakely, Jordan Jones, and David Campbell. Andre Robinson and Francesco Salvino will be anchoring that big O-line and D-line. My friends, I'm just going to say this. If you're a Massillon Tiger fans, the sky's the limit, okay? Let's not forget Jaden Williams, a tremendous linebacker and running back. And when you have probably the two best linebackers in the state of Ohio, that's where I said it, between Logan Allman and Jaden Williams, both two big, strong, physical young men that will definitely help out that Massillon Tigers defense without a doubt. You know, my friends, you break these two teams down, very similar football teams, okay? We're talking about two very athletic football teams. When you think of Massillon, you always think of their dual threat quarterback, okay? Last year it was Jalen Slaughter. Slaughter did a phenomenal job. He could beat you running. He could beat you passing. This season, it's going to be between, like I mentioned, Mandel Patterson and Eli Moore. But when you think of Massillon, you always think of their very, very talented running backs and wideouts. So look for Massillon to have a very good offense without a doubt. You know, I've always said a good running attack leads to a very good, consistent passing attack. So look for Coach Nate Moore and the offensive coordinator to establish the run early and often against Glenville. Just like the Glenville schedule, Massillon has a pretty very difficult schedule. They open up, like I said, with Glenville. Okay? Week 3, they play a very good Rabun Gap team from the state of Georgia. Rabun Gap last year finished 11-2. Bennett High School from Buffalo, New York finished last season 7-2. Always tough, Lakewood St. Ed's. Last season was a game away from making it to the state championship finals. You can't forget Cardinal Ritter from College Prep from St. Louis, Missouri. This is a team last season that finished 10-2. This team is dynamite, trust me when I say this. And two of these teams finishing out the regular season that are both improving, and look for them to do very well. The Warren G. Harding Raiders last season finished 8-4, and always tough rival Camp McKinley Bulldogs last season finished 8-5, and a first-year coach coming on the scene for the Camp McKinley Bulldogs. So my friends, bottom line, this is going to be a slugfest, but my prediction is I like the Massillon Tigers at home with home field advantage to defeat the Cleveland Glenville Tarblooder's and Ted Ginn Sr. I'm not going to give no prediction score-wise, but I will say that Massillon will chalk up their first victory of the season in beautiful Paul Brown Stadium, Massillon, Ohio. You know, don't get me wrong, no shot at Glenville. Glenville is going to have a superb football team, okay? But without a doubt, I like the depth and veteranness of the Massillon Tigers to get the job done. Massillon's big, strong O-line, all of these players that I mentioned coming back with experience from last season. I like Massillon to get the job done and to beat Cleveland Glenville Tarbloodders. My friends, if you're new to my channel and haven't yet subscribed, please smash the subscribe button. If you like this video and you haven't, please click on that like button. Like always, please comment down below. Not only do I love to read your comments, but I love to respond back to every comment that I do read. So please comment how you feel this game will go. August 22nd in Massillon, beautiful Paul Brown Stadium at 7 o'clock. Get your tickets early. Get there early. This should be a packed house. Once again, my friends, I like the Massillon Tigers to defeat the Cleveland Glenville Tarbloodders in Week 1 of Ohio High School Football 2025. Like always, my friends, peace out. God bless you all. Don't forget, click on this face up here to subscribe. That's all Buckeye Vinny has for today. Everyone, have a blessed and safe week. Buckeye Vinny's out of here.